Right, and Toby, well, you scored 61 on the paper one back in November, which was pretty much around where you needed to be. It was the paper two, I think, that let you down. But here we are, we're practicing now for the summer, so let's see if you can keep up the sort of marks in the 60s for this paper one. That's correct, that's correct, that's correct. So just that one that you need to take a look at. That's correct. 16 out of 30 is correct, but you haven't read the question completely there. You're only going to get 1 mark because you haven't written that in its simplest form. Because you can divide both of those numbers by 2, that actually becomes 8 out of 15 in its simplest form. That one's right, that one's right. That isn't. A rhombus is a squashed square. That's trapezium. So over the page, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's asking you quite clearly to complete the frequency column, which you haven't done, so I can't give you any marks for that. Here you need to label what the axes are. So the fact that this one is the frequency, this one is the number of pupils. And because it's a bar chart, these numbers need to be in the center of the columns. So the 1 needs to be there, then the 2, then the 3. So that's wrong as well. But your heights of your columns are fine. So of the 3 marks there, you're only going to get the 1 mark for the heights of the columns. So 4 mark question there, you've thrown 3 marks away. 12 is right. These are wrong. That should be 15 and 18. So your method is right, adding them up, but you got the wrong answer. So on that page, possible total of 8, you've got 4. You've got to use a ruler. Alright? I can just about forgive you for not using a pencil, although in fact that probably is a pencil, isn't it? But you need to use a ruler. You're not going to get full marks for that. That is shabby. That's correct. Good. He's wrong because 1/5 is 100, and that is correct. Good. Correct, correct, correct. Well done. £2.88 is right, but £2.88 from that is £7.12, not £7.22. Total for the page, 1359. Five foot. You'd be better off using metric, but I'll allow you 5 foot, and that is acceptable for that, and I can see the method that you've used, so you get your marks for that. 47 is right, and so is that. Q and R are wrong. P is right. Q, number being less than 10, is absolutely certain all of those numbers are less than 10, so Q should be there. And R is not a certainty because there is only one card greater than 8, so R should be much closer to 0. So only one of those right. 8 for the page. That's 12. Good. That's 215. Excellent. 180 minus 29. Well, for starters, that's wrong. That's 180 take away 9, but then you've also missed out that that's a right angle there as well. So nothing for that, nothing for that. So you need to practice those angle properties, Toby, because they come up every year. That is not a reflection. What you've done is translated it, you've moved it. For to reflect, that's a mirror, so it's a symmetry question like the one earlier. 12648. That's right, but you need to write down what the answer is. That's all method. Don't expect the examiner to do the work for you. That one's not right. We'll do some practices of those. 2 for the page. 17 and 27 are right. That's right as well. Okay, so it's a scale factor of 3, so if that's 2 squares, the enlargement needs to be 6. It's not. It doesn't even look the same. You're going to right hash of that. That's right, but then you haven't told me what you've done with it. So there's no method there yet. So only 4 for that page. And you've left a lot of marks there on the page that you should be able to do. That is correct. No, that's wrong. Right, so all you've done wrong there is that underneath there should be 0.3. That's a long way from 3. Okay, so you should round it to 0.3 and then multiply both the top and the bottom by 10 to make that 3. So you're trying to do the right thing, but there's not enough there. Okay, so for that paper then, Toby, 7, 11, 20, 28, 34, 36, 40, 41. Okay, so we've slipped in the last couple of months, but that's to be expected. But you've left an awful lot of straightforward marks on the paper there. So you really need to go through this, take a look at my solutions, and see how many of those you can quickly and easily put right. That's a grade E. Okay, and you're 9 marks off a D.